heaven is something very special. It is saying that just like a boat, if it is on the water, on the river, and it is swept away by a strong wind, even one of the roaming senses on which the mind focuses can carry away a man's intelligence. So let's try to analyze this and understand this. Which one do we think is the man's intelligence? What is compared to the man's intelligence? Intelligence is compared to that boat. The strong wind is compared to the mind. So if we are not focused, if we are allowing our mind to, with all the thoughts that is pouring in, and if we start using our senses and we are empowering the mind in negative way, engaging the mind in a negative way, then the mind is going to carry away the intelligence. The intelligence will be just swept away, just like that boat being swept away by a strong wind. So our intelligence will no longer be in our control. So therefore, there's this very beautiful article. I'm sure many of us might have read it. It came out in the Back to Godhead magazine. And there was a very, very interesting picture there. There was a zombie person who was sitting, and all of his senses, his eyes are looking at some beautiful figures. His nose is smelling the melting cheese coming from the pizza shop. His tongue is tasting that. His ears are listening to all this music. All of the senses are just dragged. He's just getting dragged and pulled by all of his senses from all different sides. That is our condition. Pathetic. It's a pathetic condition. But how can we really control our senses? That is the teaching of the Bhagavad Gita, that Krishna is saying in 68 that, O mighty armed Arjuna, one whose senses are restrained from their objects is certainly of steady intelligence. So we have to restrain our mind from the sense objects. But it's how is it really practical? Like when we go, say we are just driving down the street, we see a pizza store, and then we are immediately reminded, oh, nice hot cheese melting, and, nice, thin crust pizza. And we remember our previous experience of that, that experience of that cheese and that pizza melting in our mouth, the taste. All of that can really make us stop our car, just go inside the store and order ourselves a pizza. So we are becoming victimized by our senses and their demands. So what do we do on practical terms? What we do is that we try to remember that I'm trying to feed my senses. These senses are like snakes. They're going to come and bite me back. But these snakes can be tamed when they listen to the proper sound that can enchant these snakes, these dangerous snakes. And what is that proper thing? What is that proper sound vibration that can enchant our poisonous snake-like senses? It is the name of Krishna. It is the prasad of Krishna. So instead of, dropping in directly at a pizza store, we can maybe just go to Kroger or to a Walmart, buy all the raw ingredients, come home, make a nice, delicious pizza. It doesn't take long to make a pizza. Make a pizza, offer it to the deities, let the deities infuse the hot cheese pizza, not only with that, that delicious cheese on top of it, but it is actually then your pizza is then topped with Krishna Prem. So when we actually taste that prasad pizza, then we are infused with Krishna Prem. And it is much, much better than what we can get off of the store. So this is how we can control our senses. This is how we can engage our senses. This is what it means to Savai Mana Krishna Padara Vindayor, that how we can do things in our day-to-day lives so that we can dovetail all of our activities in service to Krishna. in service to Guru, in service to Srila Prabhupada and his devotees.